Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. If you love stories about rare coins, shocking values, and American history in your pocket change, then you're going to love today's episode. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the 1954 Lincoln Wheat Penny, a coin that most people might overlook, but one that could actually be worth a jaw-dropping $93,489 in today's market. Yes, you heard that right. 1 little cent, minted in Denver in 1954, could bring you nearly $100,000. How? Why? And what should you be looking for? Let's break it all down right now. So let's start with the basics. The 1954 Wheat Penny was minted in Denver, as indicated by the small D mint mark located just below the date on the front side of the coin. That's the obverse, where you'll find the bust of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. This design, created by Victor David Brenner, was first introduced in 1909 and remained largely unchanged through the decades. On the reverse, you'll find the familiar pair of wheat stalks, framing the words 1 cent and United States of America, hence the name, the Wheat Penny. Now, the 1954 Wheat Penny wasn't particularly rare when it was first minted. In fact, over 251 million of them were produced that year in Denver. So, what makes this coin so valuable today? Why would anyone pay tens of thousands of dollars for a single penny? That's where the story gets really interesting. First, let's talk about condition. In coin collecting, the state of preservation is everything. Most coins from circulation are heavily worn, scratched, or even damaged. But when a coin is found in mint state, especially with a high grade like MS67 or higher, its value skyrockets. The top-tier 1954 Wheat pennies that have never been touched by human hands, stored perfectly in original rolls or coin albums, are incredibly rare today. Those are the ones that collectors will pay big money for, and I mean $93,489 kind of money. But that's not the only reason this coin is valuable. Some of the most desirable 1954 Wheat pennies also have errors and varieties that make them highly collectible. We're talking about things like double dies, repunched mint marks, off-center strikes, and even planchet errors. These mistakes happened during the minting process and were never intended to reach the public, but a few slipped through. Today, those rare varieties are prized among numismatists. If your 1954 penny has one of these unique flaws, especially in great condition, it could be worth tens of thousands of dollars or more. Let's take a moment and talk about double dies. A double die occurs when the coin die itself was improperly manufactured, resulting in a doubling of the image. On a 1954 Wheat penny, you might see this doubling most clearly on the date, the mint mark, or the lettering like Liberty or In God We Trust. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to spot it. If the doubling is visible and the coin is in excellent condition, you may be holding a hidden treasure. Next, consider repunched mint marks, often abbreviated as RPMs. These happen when the mint mark was punched more than once into the die, usually not in the exact same spot. The result is a noticeable doubling or shadow of the D mint mark. RPMs are highly collectible because they're a piece of minting history, and some of the rare 1954 RPM varieties have sold at auction for 5-figure prices. There's also the chance of finding a 1954 Wheat penny with a striking error, like being struck off-center, on the wrong planchet, or with misaligned dies. These types of errors are rare and highly desirable, especially when the coin is well preserved. Now you're probably wondering, how can I tell if I have one of these valuable coins? First, check the date. It must say 1954, and have the small D mint mark below the year. Then, examine the coin for any unusual features. Is the lettering doubled? Is the mint mark doubled or off-center? Is the coin in pristine condition with full original luster? If so, it's time to get it professionally graded. Professional coin grading services like PCGS or NGC can certify your coin and assign it a numerical grade, ranging from 1 to 70. The closer to 70, the better. A grade of MS67 red or higher is where the real money starts. Coins in this elite condition are extremely scarce, and that's what drives up the price to $93,489 or more. Now let's talk about some real-life sales. A verified MS67 Plus Red 1954 DW Pennie was sold at auction recently for over $90,000, shocking even seasoned collectors. That sale pushed the spotlight onto this seemingly ordinary coin and helped raise awareness of just how valuable some pennies can be. And prices have continued to climb as demand for rare coins grows around the world. Investors, collectors, and even new hobbyists are all jumping into the coin market, driving prices higher year after year. If you're wondering where to find one, don't worry, it's still possible. Many 1954 DW pennies are still sitting in old coin jars, basement boxes, or family heirloom collections. You never know, you might already have one in your possession and not even realize it. So take a look. Go through those old coin rolls, search your change, check your grandparents' collections. You might just be sitting on a hidden fortune. But even if your coin isn't worth $93,000, it might still fetch a nice premium if it's in decent shape or has a small error. Lower mint stake grades like MS63 or MS64 can still bring in $50 to $500 depending on the market. Even circulated coins with interesting features can sell for more than face value. So every 1954 DW penny is worth inspecting closely. To sum it up, the 1954 D Lincoln Wheat penny is a remarkable coin. At first glance, it might look like any other old penny. But with the right combination of condition, rarity, and error features, it can be worth more than some luxury cars, or even a down payment on a house. Imagine that. Finding a small copper coin from 1954 and learning it's worth $93,489. That's the magic of coin collecting. So next time you're sifting through spare change or cleaning out a drawer, keep your eyes open. You just might stumble across one of these hidden treasures. If you found this video helpful, educational, or just plain exciting, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Hey there, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Welcome back to the channel where we talk about rare coins that could be hiding right in your pocket change. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most legendary coins in American numismatic history, the 1955 no-mint Mark Lincoln Wheat penny. This tiny copper coin could be worth a staggering $62,392 in today's market, and we're going to tell you exactly why. So buckle up. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's uncover the incredible story behind this money-making penny. The 1955 Lincoln Wheat penny is one of the most talked about coins among collectors, and for good reason. While at first glance it may look like any other wheat penny, this particular year has a fascinating history that transformed it into one of the most valuable and desirable coins ever struck by the U.S. Mint. But what makes it so special? Let's break it all down. From its origin, the infamous error that made it famous, and the unbelievable prices it commands today. Let's start with a bit of history. The Lincoln Wheat penny was introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, and it quickly became a staple of American currency. The reverse side, showing two stalks of wheat, symbolized America's agricultural roots. Fast forward to 1955. That year, the U.S. Mint in Philadelphia produced over 330 million 1-cent coins, most of which were normal and unremarkable. However, a small batch, estimated at around 20,000 to 24,000 coins, became instant legends. Why? Because of a minting error that led to what's now known as the 1955 double die obverse. The famous error. Now, let's get into the juicy part. In 1955, during the die creation process at the Philadelphia Mint, a misalignment occurred between the obverse die and the hub that stamps the design onto the coin. As a result, some coins were struck with doubling on the obverse, or front, of the coin. We're not talking about subtle doubling either. This is one of the most dramatic double die errors in all of numismatics. The date, 1955, the word, liberty, and the motto, "In God We Trust," all appear to be doubled, And you can see it with the naked eye. This was not a case of a worn die or machine doubling. This was a true doubled die, a rare and valuable type of error caused during the die-making process itself. It wasn't long before collectors and even the general public began to take notice. These error coins quickly gained a reputation, and they became incredibly sought after. Distribution and popularity. Interestingly, many of these error pennies ended up in cigarette packs as part of promotional offers. Back in the 1950s, it was common to receive a penny in a cellophane-wrapped cigarette pack. So, without even realizing it, many smokers found themselves holding on to one of the rarest pennies in existence. As word spread, collectors scrambled to get their hands on one, and the demand only increased with time. The error was never corrected during the production run, which means that all of the double die pennies from 1955 were released into circulation. Over the years, many were lost or damaged, making high-grade examples even more scarce and valuable today. Current value, market worth. Now let's talk about the money. You're probably wondering just how much this penny is worth today. Well, brace yourself. A circulated 1955 double-die penny can sell for anywhere between $1,000 and $5,000 depending on its condition. But in uncirculated, mint-state condition, these coins have been known to sell for eye-watering prices. The current market value for a pristine, high-grade 1955 no-mint Mark Lincoln Wheat penny with the double-die obverse can reach up to $62,392 or more at auction. That's right, over $62,000 for a 1-cent coin. That kind of value places it among the elite of collectible U.S. coins. In fact, it's often listed as one of the top 100 most important coins in American numismatics. Grading matters, of course. Not all 1955 wheat pennies are worth that much. The key to unlocking its true value lies in its condition and authenticity. Coins that are graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC and receive a mint-state grade, especially MS65 or higher, are the ones that fetch the big bucks. If you think you might have a 1955 double-die penny, it's absolutely worth getting it authenticated and graded. A small investment in certification could result in a massive return if the coin is genuine and well-preserved. How to spot a fake, but beware. Because of this coin's fame and value, counterfeits are all over the place. Scammers have tried to replicate the doubling effect or alter regular 1955 pennies to fool unsuspecting buyers. A genuine double die shows strong doubling on all the letters in Liberty and In God We Trust, and on the numbers of the date. Use a magnifying glass or a microscope, and compare your coin to verified images online. If in doubt, always consult with a reputable coin dealer or grading service. Tips for collectors: if you're just getting into coin collecting and dream of finding one of these treasures, don't give up hope. There are still some 1955 double-die pennies out there, possibly sitting in a jar of old change, passed down in a family collection, or tucked away in a forgotten drawer. Keep your eyes open and examine every 1955 penny you come across. Who knows? You might just stumble upon a life-changing piece of copper. Also, consider checking estate sales, flea markets, and antique stores. Sometimes, these valuable coins end up in places where no one realizes their true worth. That's part of what makes coin hunting so exciting. The possibility of discovering hidden treasure in the most unexpected places. The 1955 no-mint Mark Lincoln Wheat penny is a testament to how a tiny minting mistake can create a legend. From a routine production run to a coin worth over $62,000, this penny's journey is nothing short of amazing. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone who loves history, this coin captures the imagination like few others. If you found this video informative or exciting, don't forget to smash that like button, share it with your fellow coin lovers, and subscribe for more videos just like this one. And if you think you have a 1955 double-die penny, let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear your story. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy hunting and may your pocket change be filled with hidden treasures.